It's been a half a year since I reviewed a Ferrari, and today I am thrilled to cover everything about both the Ferrari FXX K and FXX K Evo. These are the first track cars that I will be reviewing in this channel, and there is more to come. So since both the Ferrari FXX K and FXX K Evo are mostly similar but also different, I've decided why not do a review on both of them instead of one of each separate video. Now, let's get right in about these beautiful track toy machines. First, I'm going to start with the FXX K. The original Ferrari FXX K is one of the most beautiful track day Ferraris, if not one of the most attractive Ferraris ever made. When I first discovered this car, the FXX K's body design looks like a Hot Wheels toy you will find in a toy store with a racing number, stripe emphasis, and futuristic design elements. Put it like that, and it's like Ferrari made it become a reality. The Ferrari FXX K is a high-performance limited production track day hypercar built by Ferrari in Maranello, Italy. The FXX K is an extreme version of the ongoing street-legal Ferrari LaFerrari. The FXX K first debuted back in 2014, just a year right after the LaFerrari hypercar came out, yet it succeeds the previous track day original FXX that came out in 2005, and it's still a crazy machine to this day. But unlike that one, the FXX K is Ferrari's research and development car based on the brand's first hybrid sports car, the LaFerrari. The K in the car's name refers to the kinetic energy recovery system, which is used to maximize performance on a track. When this was new, people who play video racing games a lot might remember the car got proposed as a video game cover car for Assetto Corsa. There were only 40 units built for the entire world, and production began in 2015 and ended in 2017. And to get hands on one costs a couple of $1 million. With that said, it isn't street legal for roads and ineligible to compete in any race series whatsoever. The car is extremely rare, very production limited, and features F1 technology and engineering which justify its high price. Ferrari resurrected the FXX name to another dimension in terms of the car's aerodynamics and engine with zero performance compromises. For starters, the FXX K shares the engine from the LaFerrari but also has a modified treatment for track purposes. The FXX K may be more powerful than the street LaFerrari, but because the car is designed aerodynamically for maximum downforce, the FXX K is slower in a straight line in terms of top speed than a street car. The FXX K has a 6.3-liter naturally aspirated V12 hybrid engine mated to a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, just like the LaFerrari. The hybrid power plant used in the FXX K produces a total of 1,050 brake horsepower, of which 860 brake horsepower are delivered by the V12 engine plus 190 brake horsepower by the electric motor. Then you get 1,050 horsepower, and has 664 pound-feet of torque. The V12 has been tuned for track use as well as the hybrid kinetic energy recovery system. The FXX K weighs about 2,568 pounds and has incredibly effective downforce generation of 1,190 pounds at 124 miles per hour. It'll do 0 to 60 miles per hour in astonishing 2.6 seconds, and that's 2/10 faster than the LaFerrari. The FXX K might have over 1,000 horsepower, but the top speed is capped at 217 miles per hour or 350 kilometers an hour, which is super fast for a track-only car. The FXX K's design is focused on providing a ton of downforce and going at a high speeds on a track to attack the fast lap times. The front of the car has a large splitter that is lower by 30 millimeters with a gap at its center, along with side skirts that extend from the seal. The rear end of the car is also very complex and busy, but is the best aspect of the Ferrari FXX K. First thing to point out is the raised tail of the bodywork is higher, and the electronic rear spoiler raises up and down for downforce when a car is in action, combined with a dual pair of vertical shark-like fences and a small wing at the end of each fin, and a vast rear diffuser to maximize downforce. Also, just like most Ferraris today in production models, it features an F1 light that the F1 car uses for inconvenient weather like rain. The headlights are very small for improving aerodynamics, and so as the air ducts on the hood and grille for cooling. The entire interior is clearly filled up with racing spirit. When you first step in the car, you get extreme race bucket seats with safety harnesses, a race car steering wheel with 5 shifting lights at the top, and numerous buttons to press across the dashboard strictly for when racing on a track. I also love the instrumental digital cluster behind the steering wheel, as it is very simple, showing the temperature, fuel, RPM tachometer, gears, and how fast you're going. There is a screen that shows anything that's behind the driver in a cockpit, which means there is a back camera due to poor rear visibility looking out the back window inside the car. There is a lot of carbon fiber everywhere and a fire extinguisher. And last but not least, has 4 driving modes: qualifying mode for maximum execution on a short distance, long run for long distance driving, fast charge for rapid recharging the battery, and manual boost, which uses all the power of the engine and batteries for maximum torque, cornering, and speed. Like the preceding Enzo-based FXX and 599XX, the FXX K is part of and the latest installment in Ferrari's XX client test driver program. While showing apart itself from the existing fleet of XX cars is the K suffix, which stands for Kinetic Energy Recovery System used on an F1 car. The V12 engine generates up to 9,200 RPM redline. The FXX K and the K Evo version are the quickest and most powerful than any other Ferrari that Ferrari has produced as of today, 8 years later. Now moving away from the FXX K to the FXX K Evoluzione, or Evo for short. The FXX K Evo was unveiled in October 2017 at the Mugello Finale Mondiali during the Ferrari's 70th anniversary of celebration. The program will go on for another 2 years with a new FXX K Evo car. Ferrari tweaks Evo's downforce coefficient to produce 23% more than the regular FXX K and 75% more than the road legal LaFerrari from which it is derived. It has the same performance numbers as the FXX K, such as 1,050 brake horsepower by European standards. Downforce of 1,410 pounds is generated at 124 miles per hour and exceeds 1,829 pounds at the car's redline speed. The downforce level is boosted by a twin fixed wing on the tail. This new addition was created to work in a seamless synergy with the active back spoiler. The modified front fascia with dual canards, a larger rear wing, underbody diffusers, and Pirelli slick tires all further improve and guarantee maximum performance. The new rear brake intakes serve to boost aero efficiency. In addition, the suspension gives more aero efficiency rates, and that's all for the harmony between design and aerodynamics. The interior is also a work of art and remains identical found in the standard FXX K. The only difference found in the car is the race-inspired steering wheel derived from an F1 car with the rectangle shape with all the buttons, knobs, and shift levers at your fingertips. The price tag for the FXX K Evo is high at around roughly $4 million, as only 40 units were ever built for members of Ferrari's XX client program. The FXX K and the Evo are very exclusive cars, and both are based on a LaFerrari, but the Evo version has even more downforce and a more extreme body and is better than the Ferrari FXX K in every way. But across the board, both of their F1 derived engines just sound remarkable that it doesn't let down enthusiasts who enjoy admiring high revving naturally aspirated engine with a hybrid system. The new V8 mid-engine Ferraris just don't generate loud screaming noises anymore due to being turbocharged and new emission regulations. But all in an alternative, there is this extreme track toy FXX K and the Ferrari 812 Superfast that are still naturally aspirated and very powerful. Ferrari built the FXX K to not only deliver a raw and hardcore driving experience on the track with over 1,000 horsepower, but could rival the McLaren P1 GTR that was first introduced in 2015, the same year when the regular FXX K began production. However, the two aren't rivals, but they do adopt most identical principles to deliver maximum power. Both use hybrid powertrains, but the FXX K's power is slightly higher, and as an Italian hypercar with a 6.3-liter naturally aspirated V12, whereas the P1 GTR has a 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8, the FXX K sounds the best and a lot like an old-school F1 car. I like both the FXX K and the K Evo, but I like the K Evo more, a lot more, in fact, because it's more savage. And I hope to get to see it in real life someday, or drive it even. And now, that's a wrap for this video. So I hope you guys really did sit back and relax and enjoy this epic video of the Ferrari FXX K and the K Evo review. And if you did, do not forget to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more upcoming car videos. And like I say every time, you are more than happy to give me any car suggestions in the comments down below to review in the future. Since both of these cars sound alike, I'm only going to let you listen to one of them, the Evo version, which is the latest one. Make sure to adjust your headphone volume for the epic V12 sound. Peace out, stay safe, Chris the Radar out.